Hello everyone, it is Clever Money, and in today's video, I am going to show you how to make money with crypto in the safest method imaginable, utilizing something that is so new that hedge funds have diluted the free money. DeFi is the name of this new thing. Almost everyone I know believes that the only way to make money with cryptocurrency is to buy and sell it. Most people waste money on this path because they are unaware that there is a better option, one that you only need to be introduced to in order for your eyes to be opened. So let us get started. Lending is the first way to generate money in DeFi, and it entails letting other people borrow your crypto. Decentralized finance, DeFi, indicates that it is not controlled by anyone. You have complete control over your money and can move it whenever you want without requiring approval from anyone. There are three advantages to lending with true DeFi. The first is that the rates are higher. DeFi will almost certainly always have higher rates than traditional finance, and this is true for a variety of reasons, the most important of which being who can use them. Another important factor is that money is continually being poured into crypto and decentralized finance projects. As more money is poured into it, something has to give. Second, the amount of control you have over your finances. With a DeFi, the only person who can transmit your funds is the person who has the private keys, and that person is just you, if you don't disclose your private keys with anyone else. The government can't even intervene unless they can coerce you into handing up your private key. Otherwise, there is nothing they can do. So aside from the fact that DeFi lending offers significantly greater rates and gives you the entire control over your money, let's get to the last part, which is what makes this platform far safer than any other. The third advantage of lending out your crypto through DeFi is that everything is secured. You may recall that in 2008, we experienced the so-called massive mortgage crisis. To summarize, this occurred as a result of a large number of people taking out loans that they would never be able to repay. To put it clearly, this is not possible in crypto. Every crypto loan is, in reality, secured. They are what's known as over-collateralized, to put it another way. You may be perplexed as to what this signifies and why. So if you want to borrow $100 in Ethereum, you will need to deposit $120 first. If something goes wrong, such as the mortgage crisis and prices go crazy, or you can't pay it back, the lender will always have access to your initial investment. You'll be liquidated if the amount you borrowed is ever less than the amount you have deposited to back it up. The money you borrowed will be yours to keep, but the initial investment will be returned to the lender. For us, this means that there will always be money backing up our crypto if we wish to lend it out. After lending, providing liquidity is the second best way to make money. Now, supplying liquidity is a little riskier in general, but let me clarify what that implies. We used to sell stocks by directly matching a buyer with a seller in the old financial world. A buyer placed an order, and then all they had to do was to wait for a seller to accept it before the trade would take place. In crypto, we use pools of money. So if you want to make a deal, you go to the pool of money. It does the math and then tells you whether to agree or decline. But more importantly, how can you generate money with this? It is as simple as that. Because every trader who uses the pool pays a charge, you provide your money to the pool. That fee will be paid to you directly. You will be making free money in the same way that lending does. Now, there's this issue called impermanent loss, which means that if one of the tokens you provided to the pool goes up or down a lot, you will not make as much money as if you had kept both of those tokens instead. As a result, you are sacrificing possible upside and loss in exchange for a trading fee. In many circumstances, the profit you make from lending your money to the pool outweighs the risk of temporary loss. Nonetheless, we're here to add value, so let's look at 3 specific ways to supply liquidity, starting with the least risky. Providing liquidity to stable coins is the least risky option. This is due to the fact that the price of both of these tokens will hopefully always be $1. This means that the value of your initial deposit will remain stable and you will not benefit from any price appreciation. What I mean is that you may deposit Tether, USDT, and USD currency together to allow people to trade for them for your money. For example, a trader may come along who earlier had a USDT but now has USDC. Then perhaps another guy will come along and make the reverse stream, all while paying tiny fees that you will earn. As a result, even if the crypto market drops 50% or even 80%, you will still retain your initial contribution without concerning of losing it in a crypto crisis, because the stable coins should theoretically remain at $1. Next is you can give liquidity to strong assets that are somewhat linked to each other, which is a little riskier. You keep your exposure to these coins while also learning the trading fees. A notable example is the Atri Crypto Curve Finance Pool. You deposit 33% stable currency, 33% Ethereum, and 33% Bitcoin, and then profit from the fees paid by traders to perform swaps with your money. Because they are both big cryptocurrencies, Ethereum and Bitcoin are now completely traded together. By doing so, you can lessen the chances of one of these coins collapsing completely. Finally, you can supply liquidity to much risky tokens. Unprecedented prices are frequently offered to entice people to lend liquidity to new or riskier coins. The trade-off is that you could earn a very high percentage rate, but you also risk one of the tokens in the pool losing a considerable amount of value. It is also worth noting that when supplying liquidity, you're subject to the magical impact I stated before, transitory loss, which few newbies grasp. When you offer liquidity, the total value of your share is lower than if you had merely kept the tokens you contributed. When the price of token doubles or drops by more than 25%, it matters the most. To summarize, there is so much money flowing into the crypto and blockchain space that simply being there and keeping your eyes open can net you a good sum of money. The trade-off is that as more players enter the area, incentives, airdrops, and even loan rates will begin to decline. Another thing to consider is that there will be scammers. That is all for today, everyone, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and turn on our notifications so you don't miss anything from us. Until next time, and stay safe.